currently 4:15 p.m. May 16th, 2025. First race day at Brewerton. Finally, the weather's looking good. Gonna see what the car has on a short track today. Since the last video, there's been a few changes. There's one thing we didn't get to do that we want to do is put the tin in right there. So from the top, you can see where it's tinned in down to the bottom. We're gonna have a tin plate. It was in there last year. We haven't gotten a Corey hasn't got a shot to do it yet, so that's coming up. But as far as fixes, there was something wrong with the left front brake caliper. Corey said that there was a copper washer. One of the copper washers was bad. There was a leak, so we should have better brakes, which is important at this track, the short track. So that was one of the things I was worried about, was the brakes coming into this race. So that'll help ease my nerves a little bit on that. And other than that one change, all he did was change the oil and look over it. And once we get to the track, I think we're gonna change. I don't know if we changed the tires yet. Actually, I think we might have already changed those. I think these are the bigger ones, so should be set for that. As far as that goes, that's the only difference at this track is the tire size for us, because we got a new tune, the Jason Waters tune, and that one will be good at all tracks this year, which is going to be very nice. Here's the weather for Brewerton tonight. Earlier it said it was going to rain, but now it's cleared up, and I don't think it rained at all. It might cloud up a little later after the sun goes down. That's it. We might be done by then anyways. Yeah, we're just waiting out, getting ready to leave. It's 4:30 right now, so probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we'll be headed out. I'm getting loaded up. Something new we kind of noticed towards the end of the last race is the GoPro mount is kind of, it's mounted on this sticker, and it's kind of starting to peel a little bit. So I'm hoping that isn't an issue later on, but if it is, I'm gonna probably just peel this off and hope I can re-stick it to the visor itself. I'll gain a little bit of view too, because this is, right now it cuts off my view right here. So that'll be a little bit different, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it hangs in for at least this race. And also, if anyone has been following our videos and they know the radio issue we've been having, I've been running this radio, one-way radio, for a while to hear the track officials, and it, for whatever reason, it's just very staticky and it just comes out very poorly recently. And I've had it for like a number of years, so someone told us that that's probably the reason why. They just get old after a while. I forget who it was, but someone told us that, and we upgraded. We got a new one here, and this is a Receiver one, Receiver Pro. It doesn't quite fit in this mount, so we're probably still gonna have to either make our own or do something, but it sounds a lot better with the built-in headset, or with a built-in speaker. So that's gonna be a lifesaver instead of having to wear earbuds, because they love to fall out when I put on my helmet, and, or if you accidentally tug on the cord, it just comes out of your ear. It's a big pain during the race. So gonna try it out tonight. It's first time. I'll report back after hot laps and heat race and all that, see how they are. Got a slight change. It's starting to cloud up a little bit on the ride out. We're about 10 minutes away. It's 5:30 right now. We're a little bit late. Hot laps are just starting, but we're here. Just pulling in. We gotta unload quick, and we may not be able to do hot laps. We'll have to see how much time we have.
Red.
Oh, I gotta grab a red one?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's for Jake Kimball,
57,
right?
Jake Kimball, yep.
All right, thank you.
Jacob's trying to make it out for hot laps. Huh?
Where am I putting this? All right, so we were a little late. We missed hot laps, but we got a heat race coming up. I'm not sure where we're even starting at. We were late because we missed our turn coming in, and also we were messing with this, trying to get it to latch, and it just set us back officially to behind the mark when we pulled in, and everyone was already driving out onto the track. So that's okay. We're gonna have to wire tie this in right here, I think. They just called the first heat of the night, 6:52. I got my new radio. It's just wired in, so hopefully that's good. We're gonna test it out. Hopefully it doesn't fall out on me. Here's where we're parked, along the back of the pits. We're gonna go do a little walker now. Here's all the other 4 cylinders parked over here. Just checking them out before we get ready for our heat race. Corey's up at A&M tonight, right?
Yeah. The Maggie Mobile. I think he's checking his GoPro, making sure he can see what he wants to see on it.
Are you going to use your sunglasses or no?
Race, or getting lined up for his heat race. And we'll check back shortly. LED lights.
What's running right now?
I don't think anything. It's a little bit after midnight. We just got home a little bit ago. I want to do a little recap for each of the races since I didn't get to it the way I liked it. It was kind of hard to just being at the new track, trying to relearn the systems they got going on there and everything. But so I'll start with the hot laps. I kind of talked about it in the videos. We missed hot laps altogether because on the way to the track we missed a turn, and it set us back like 5-10 minutes. And just because of that, we weren't able to make it in time for hot laps. We missed it by about 5 minutes, so that kind of sucked. I think it set us back a little bit for learning the line we wanted to run in the heat race, because in the heat race I spent a lot of basically the whole thing just kind of chasing the car into turn 1 and 2, sending it in way too hard, and I was driving up to the top. So that's something I got to try to work on next. I kind of did get a little bit better at it in the feature, but still a few things we got to work on. It was very bumpy in the feature. The track was very bumpy. That you can see it clearly in the GoPro video. I'll show a clip of it right now. Turn 4 especially was really bad coming out of 4. I was kind of trying to run high to avoid it, and I think it was a little bit slower. But the car ran pretty good. It didn't really bog down or anything like that. The only issue was the bumps, and I don't know if a little bit of the handling. I was dancing a lot on the straightaways. I don't know if it's the different size tires, or if it's something else. Maybe the toe got knocked out of alignment because of the bumps. I don't really know. Handling wise, I would get like a run if I was running the bottom, I would get a run, and then I would get on those bumps, and then it would kind of take away whatever momentum I had built up. And I was kind of trying to find a middle ground between that and keeping my momentum up without running the bottom, and it was just kind of hard. So that was like the biggest issue. I'm not sure if that's a tire size, or if it's tire pressure, or maybe the toe got knocked out from all the bumps. It could be a little bit of a mix of everything. We're gonna have to look through that, try to dial it in a little bit for the next time we go back to Brewerton. But overall, it was a good run. First time at the track with this new car, and we got a 5th place finish. We ended up finishing. I think we started 4th, so only lost 1 position. I like to try to gain a position every time, but obviously can't always do that. And no damage on the car either besides this. We got a little bit of a tire scrape right here because the brakes went soft, and under yellow I tried to come to a stop, or I tried to slow down, and I just couldn't get slowed down enough, and just a little bit of a tire rub. But no harm, no foul. We should be good. Not sure where we're racing next, either Utica, Rome, or Brewerton. We have a few changes coming up with the car, a few minor tweaks we're going to be changing. I'll be sure to include those in future videos. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.